What is up, guys? It is Tragic here, bringing you another brand new video. So again, this time I'm going to be telling you guys a little story that I thought would be cool to share with you guys. Anyways, the story pretty much explains why the wolf is also one of my favorite animals. I said in my last vid I might do this story as well, just so you guys know that the wolf is pretty much right next to my owl. Even though my owl was kind of my friend, this wolf was like more of my friend because this wolf was actually in my family. So this will be explaining why before my gamer tag was Tragic, it was Wolf. So it's been a few years, but a while ago my uncle had a gray wolf named Dakota. And I don't mean like a wolf dog or something fake like a husky or just a wolf dog in general. I mean a serious ass wolf. Like, I know some of you guys think I'm bullshitting you, but I'm not. It is a legit wolf. His name was Dakota. My uncle got him in a way that I have no idea how, but he got him. So, anyways, as I was a little kid, Dakota would pretty much always stand outside of the door of my uncle's house and stare at me like he wanted to eat me every single time I was over there. And at first, I was really freaking scared of him. Like, I mean, really, really scared. Like, I did not want anything to do with that wolf. I did not want to look at him. I didn't want to go out there. I didn't want anything to do with him. But as I got older, Dakota started paying less and less attention to me, and I became less and less scared of him. He stopped staring at me as much. He stopped looking like he was hungry every time he looked at me. And so eventually, I asked my uncle to take me outside so that I could pet him and play with him. You know, maybe he wouldn't eat me. I had done this a little bit before. I mean, I was really hesitant, but I always had to go outside with my uncle. And if Dakota were to get too rough, my uncle would have to yell at him and assert himself as being superior to him. You know how wolves and dogs get all crazy and shit, like, oh, I'm dominant, I'm more dominant than you. You know, that wasn't working with my uncle. He wanted to make sure that the dog knew that he was superior to him. So, this time, my uncle deemed it as okay for me to go outside by myself because I was now old enough and big enough. So I went outside, and as soon as I opened up the door, I spotted Dakota coming over to me from across the yard. My uncle stayed at the door just in case, and he had his hand on the handle, like ready to fling it open and get out there just in case this big-ass dog decided to attack me. He didn't actually go outside with me. And so Dakota stopped about 10 feet or so away from me, and it was really the first time that I had looked at the animal and really observed how gorgeous of a dog, like of a creature he actually was. His fur was like this really light gray color with some darker spots here and there, and his eyes were like a really bright brown color, and in all honesty, he was as beautiful as the owl in his own way. I mean, he's a wolf compared to an owl, so obviously they have their own different like aspects of beauty to them. But anyways, I tried approaching him, but all I got was a little growl and a look of, and just a straight look of doom. And however, I was bound and I was determined to be friends with this creature and make it okay for me to be outside with this creature alone. So I tried approaching him again, and this time I didn't really get a growl, but he sat down instead. It's like he suddenly knew that I didn't really want to cause him any harm, and it was okay with me and him. I wasn't going to hurt him, I wasn't going to do anything, I wasn't going to mess with him, nothing like that. So he let me walk right up to him, and I got to scratch behind his ears, I got to scratch his belly. He was kind of like, like, dude, be careful, don't go like anywhere else but right there where I'd say it's okay. But he was cool, he didn't bite me or anything, he didn't really growl at me, he was a little bit cautious, but once I started scratching, get my hands in behind his ears, he really liked it, and he really enjoyed it. So, in the end, I ended up sitting down next to him. Even though standing up, he was still about as tall as what I was. And that day, Dakota and I basically completely changed our outlooks on each other, and we became best friends from then on. So, to wrap up the ideas of this story, because of Dakota and because of my experiences with him, wolves have been right next to owls when it comes to my favorite animal, and I have always respected and I have always loved wolves and dogs in general because of the relationship that I had with Dakota. Today, unfortunately, he is no longer around, and he had to be put down because of a tumor growing like right next to his spine and his back, and it was beginning to paralyze him and cause him really big amounts of pain. I still wish he was around, and I still wish that I could, hang out with him, be best buds again. but at least now I know he isn't suffering and that he isn't in any pain anymore. And I mean, I miss the dog lots. He was my really good friend, you know. I'd always go over there. That's where I'd be out in the backyard with Dakota while the parents were inside, you know. But yeah, guys, so that pretty much brings an end to my story. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed. It really helps me out a lot, and I know it hasn't, I mean, I haven't been bringing any new videos to you guys, really, just some Call of Duty, but this weekend I'm going to try to really get some more uploads in, maybe some, I mean, I've said it before, but definitely this weekend I'm going to try and get some Destiny. I'm definitely going to try and get some Grand Theft Auto. My buddy's going to let me borrow his Elgato so that I can use it and get you guys some actual footage on Grand Theft Auto. Also, Fox and I 1v1'd the other day on Black Ops. Maybe you guys would like to see that. We did a bunch of them. We did knives, snipers, and red guns. So, I mean, yeah, I'll be bringing some new stuff eventually. I mean, pretty soon. So, again, hit that thumbs up button. Leave a like, subscribe, and make sure you guys keep watching. I know it's gonna, I'm gonna come out with some more stuff for you guys pretty soon. I promise. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching again. It has been tragic.